Greetings everyone and welcome back to our Yoshi's Crafted World playthrough. Last time we were here, we 100%ed this. We got all the boss challenges done in this Kamek Kerfuffle boss fight. It was most certainly the most difficult thing in this game. I won't say it's the most difficult thing I've ever done, but it was ridiculous. And now we're going to be going back here, and as you can see, this guy wants some souvenirs. First of all, he left some shrunk plastic baby Bowsers, please. I think 5 should do the trick. Take a look in the first course. Okay, so 5 of those. We should be able to do that. But yeah, it's sort of like the... Oh yeah, and we also have the costumes to buy. I almost forgot about that. But sort of like shrinky dinks, I guess. You know, like the plastic things that you draw on and then you like put them in the oven and they shrink. Yeah, those. Okay, anyway. This is hopefully going to be a welcome relief from the insanity of last episode. It's like last episode, from when I started recording it to when I stopped recording it, was several days. Like, it was several days, and yes, I did have other stuff. Oh, there's the first one. I did have other stuff going on, but, like, the other thing is, it was just so difficult. It took me several hours to record. Is it the longest that it's ever taken me to record a video total? I don't really know. Yeah, luckily the souvenirs haven't been too bad so far. We're sort of just breezing through them, which is gonna be nice. Like, you know, I'd like a little bit of the happy, like the happy Yoshi's Crafted World, everything's fun and happy and nice and great. I'd love a little bit of that back before we finish the series, because this is the last episode, to my knowledge, unless something else weird happens, but I'm pretty sure this is, like, the last thing that we have to do in the game. But yeah, this has been a great game, and of course I've definitely played it before. This is not my first playthrough. This is my first time 100%ing it, though. My first time really ever going to the Hidden Hills, I think. So, yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the series, please let me know. I know a lot of you have been leaving some really nice comments, so I'd like to thank you all for that. You know, just everyone who's been commenting, I'm getting tons of nice comments. And it's just very nice to hear that you guys enjoy the series, because, as with last episode, sometimes it takes me a really long time to work on the videos. I mean, like, I'm spending many hours a week, you know, because I have to record all the videos, and almost all of the videos. Like some videos, you see basically what happened. But with... Oh, that's it? Really? Wow, okay. But we did it. But with some videos, you see what I recorded. And with some videos, it took so much longer. Like last episode, probably took me a total of, maybe, I don't know, I'd have to... Actually, I probably could check now. Hold on. So if I look at the unedited footage, which I haven't edited yet, I'm not quite looking forward to that. Wow, it wasn't even 3 hours, but it was more than 2 hours. But yes, we found you some shrunk plastic baby Bowsers, but like, it took me like more than 2 hours to record last episode. And then I have to edit them. Yes, we know. You'd also love, some shrunk plastic Yoshis, please. 5 should do the trick in the second course, yeah. But, you know, I have to record them, then I have to edit them, and that takes a while. Then I have to, like, it generates the subtitles, not the YouTube ones. I have, like, a separate model that I use for that, because the YouTube ones aren't really good, honestly. So I got a more accurate... Oh, geez. I like a more accurate subtitle model. But it generates those, and then I go through and review them with, like, the spell check feature. I'm sure they're not perfect, but they're pretty good. Probably better than some on the platform, simply because I'm not using the automatic ones, which lots of people do, I'm sure. There's a first one there, by the way. Ooh, no. Wait. No, not good. Not good. What am I doing? Come on. But... You know, I have to do those subtitles, then I have to upload them, I have to do the title and a thumbnail, right? Thumbnail sort of goes in with editing, because I do that right after I edit the video as it's, you know, exporting. But, like, I have to edit or upload them and do the titles and thumbnails and stuff, and the descriptions, and add in, you know, the end screen and the, like, cards. Like, if you see at the beginning of basically every video, there's going to be a little card that pops up, that, like, basically I'll say, like, in the last episode, blah, 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 and then a card will pop up showing you the last episode if you want to go see it. I'm not sure if anyone actually clicks those, but it's a quick thing to do, and, you know, it might be useful, so... Oh, geez. But yeah, I do that, and then, like... I don't know, a video might take me an hour, and since I'm doing, like, 10 videos a week, that's, like, 10 hours a week, which might not seem like that much, except I obviously have, like, things like school, you know, which do take up a significant portion of my time. So then with that and videos, it takes a while, so, you know, I don't even know why I started talking about this in the first place. I was talking about, like, you know, it takes me a while to make videos. But I don't remember why I was saying that. Oh, jeez. And also, where's that last Yoshi thing. Did we miss it? I really hope not. We probably did. I bet it's off to the left with the smiley flower. It probably is. If not, it might be the end, or maybe we missed it. Yeah, this is gonna be a shorter episode. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, can we have that? Thanks. Okay, nice. So we got that. So yeah, this is gonna be a shorter episode, but yes. Anyway. Oh, we got exactly 100 coins. See, I can't remember why I was saying that in the first place, but, like, yes, it does take a while to work on the videos. And starting next week, our series, like, our schedule is gonna change. We're up to 316, just one more to get. You want shrunk plastic hammocks in this course. Yep. Okay. But, yeah, starting next week, we'll still do the 4 Breath of the Wild videos like usual, although they'll be slightly different days when they come out, but it's still gonna be like 4 a week. And then, we'll do 1 Minecraft, 1 Mario Odyssey, and 1 Donkey Kong video. And beyond that, that will be it. So only 7 videos a week instead of 10. I know that might be disappointing, that, like, I mean, we'll resume the 10 videos a week when the new Yoshi game comes out on May 21st, I think, or was it May 24th? I think 21st. But anyway, it's like, you know, late May. When that comes out, then we'll start that series. I like the first episode to come out on launch day. I think that would be really cool. I don't know if I can make that work, but I will certainly try to. And then, but yeah, it's gonna be, okay, there's our first one. It's gonna be a couple weeks of fewer videos, just 7 instead of 10, because that's really gonna save me several hours. Which will give me more time during the week to do other stuff, you know, just, you know, other things that I like to do, as well as, maybe some other channel-related stuff, like what? Well, I guess you have to wait and see, but, you know, some stuff that might take a little more time than just a plain old episode, but that I can work on if I'm doing less, you know, normal videos. Ooh, I see another one down there. That's actually pretty sneaky. Okay, so... Okay, got it. Nice. But yeah, I have some ideas, but that'll give me more time to work on them. But yeah, anyway. Done 2 Kameks so far, but this is a bit of a longer level, I believe, so... You know, that's why we're not finding as many right away. Because there are more of them, total. So they're gonna be expressed... Or no, there's the same number of them, but... there's more levels, so same number of Kameks in more level is going to mean, you know, Kameks less frequently, assuming they were evenly spaced. But even if they're not evenly spaced, it's still going to be generally, you can't have them happening as often, or you're going to run out of Kameks early. Speaking of Kameks, there's another one. Nice. Yeah, but these levels, they're sort of like, they're unlike any other level in the game. Like, they also share that sort of, like, stained glass theme, which I think, it looks really cool. It's quite interesting, but, it's like they all, I mean, I guess that's true of most worlds. Like, most worlds, they have sort of a theme in terms of, like, this is what the levels look like, sort of, or, I mean, not even that. Like, I guess these have a bit, like, before I was like, you know, these don't really go together very much. Now I realize they have a bit more, like, visual coherence than the other ones, because, you know, they all have the stained glass, whereas the other levels, yeah, they'll all be the same theme, but the, like, actual, like, visual style of what everything's made of and what it looks like is going to be vastly different. Oh, we've missed something for sure. Oh, okay, we just missed one. Maybe we can go back and find it. I don't know. But it's like take Sky High Heights, for example, is what I'm thinking of. Like, what's it called? Like, there's, like, the level with the plane, and you're flying around the sky. Then there's a volcano, and then there's a level with, like, ping-pong balls being levitated. And it's like, yeah, they all have to do with the sky. The volcano is, you know, obviously tall. Here, let's go to the end and end the level and then try this again. I don't want to die and have to redo all of them. But, like, yeah, they all go together in that they're, like, in the sky. But besides that, they don't really fit together that well in terms of what the levels themselves actually look like. And I think that's how this differs from some of the other ones, is that they have a lot more coherence like that. But beyond that, the actual levels themselves are completely different. They mix some of the most difficult parts of, like, other things, like, you know, with the Under Siege, obviously, like, you can't get seen like that. That's a very difficult thing from, like, Shadowville, the, what's it called? Skulking around level. They sort of took that mechanic from there. There's, like, the spinny platforms in the first level, which are from the first level of Origami Gardens, you know, those, except obviously the ones in this level spin faster and are often smaller, and you're jumping from one to the other, and if you fall, you die, rather than, you know, if you fall, you land on the ground. Oh, geez. Wait. Yeah, but we've got to figure out where's the one that we missed. But yeah, like, and then, like, for these, they have the floppy blocks, obviously, which I think they took from... These show up in a couple different levels, I believe. Oh, careful. But they're, you know, often pretty difficult. Yeah, I think it's cool how, like, they didn't necessarily come up with any new, like, elements to the course, which is sort of disappointing, but at the same time, they took the existing elements and made something completely new and difficult out of them. So, I think that's still very cool. I thought there was a Kamek up here. I guess not. Wait, hold on. Move. Okay, there we go, that was weird. But yeah, these levels certainly are interesting. It's just a shame that that last boss fight had to ruin it all and be super duper annoying. Like, it's a cool-ish boss fight. Cool ideas, just, I think, like, for a game like this, Yoshi's Crafted World, I think, is not the sort of game that's supposed to be difficult. In terms of, like, it's not supposed to be crazy difficult, like, challenges. It's like, it might be difficult to find all of the collectibles, so if you want to 100% it, that's gonna be difficult. But, like, having a super crazy boss fight, which I guess it's still optional, but, like, you know, this is not supposed to be a game. This doesn't seem like the sort of game that should have crazy difficult boss fights. It seems like the sort of game that should have creative level design and, you know, cool mechanics, and just be sort of a relaxed adventure, going through and collecting stuff, and then collecting more stuff, and then, you know, collecting even more stuff. But, wow, and we've missed Kamek again. Maybe, like, down here? Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what that crazy boss fight was doing in this game. But yeah, and I also don't know where that last Kamek is, unless it's just right here. No. Oh well, I didn't really mean to end the level, but okay, I'll be back when I find it. Oh. How did I not see that? Where is he? Oh, I guess because these are going down. So it is right here at the end. It was right here at the end the entire time. Okay, there it is. We got it. With that, that's the last souvenir hunt in the game completed. Now he's going to give us our last flower. We'll go buy the costumes, and then we'll see what happens when we give that guy what he's asking for. 317 smiley flowers. Yes, we found you some shrunk plastic hammocks. Now you would like, or you're going to give us our 317th smiley flower. You're out of requests for us? Yay! And now... Huzzah, you collected all the smiley flowers in the Hidden Hills. Smiley flowers collected, congratulations, you collected all the smiley flowers. Ooh, we get some little art here, that's so nice. Wait, that... Over there, that, the Sundream Stone. Interesting. That... I found a lot of images like this on the wiki, but the Sundream Stone wasn't there, because I used those images in the thumbnails. That wasn't there, interesting. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, we get the super rare costume there. Oh, and there's Poochie and the Poochie Pups. Fun. Okay, so this is just like some souvenirs that don't necessarily pertain to this area. How many can we get? 300 each. Okay, luckily, we have enough for... What was that? 3,000 coins? That's crazy. Okay, but... There we go. Once again, we get to announce all of the costumes that we collected, the last costumes of the game. First, we get the common Crumples clothing. Fun. Wait, so we're not dressing up as Crumples. We're dressing up as Crumples' clothing? I don't know. Oh, and then we get the normal Poochie. Next, we get the normal black Poochie Pup. Then the normal pink Poochie Pup. Next, we get the light blue Poochie Pup. And then the normal torque gear. Oh, I guess because, like, it turns? I don't know. And then we get the Toy-Con RC car. Interesting. And the super rare, the Great King Bowser. Ooh, that's where that one is. And then we get the Toy-Con robots. And finally, the Toy-Con piano. Ooh, fun. Piano. Okay, but complete. And with that, we have all the costumes in the game unlocked. We're going to get something cool for that? Maybe? That'd be cool. I know there are some that... No, okay, that's it. Because I know there are some that relate to Amiibo. Like, I know there's one that you get just for tapping an Amiibo. Maybe I could do that. It's like, how do you do that? Don't you just go here and click Amiibo? And then... Yeah, I don't have the Amiibo with me. But... Maybe I could go get that? I don't know. But for now, let's go ahead and give you 317 smiley flowers specifically. I'm absolutely starving. Let's say... Wait, so do they eat them? I guess, maybe, I don't know, but what's that? Giving me 317 smiley flowers, here we go! All of the smiley flowers of the game that are remaining that we haven't given to someone are being given to him now. Wow. I just realized how long this is gonna take. Wow, this is so satisfying! All those smiley flowers that we worked so hard to collect, now we can cash them in. Only 100 left to give him. And... 0 left. We did it! Imagine he's like, here, now you can go to the next world. My thanks to you, I'm as full as can be. Here, allow me to give you something in return. What is it? Sundream Stone costume. Wow, we're getting so many fancy costumes. And that's it? I guess we did it. Wow, I thought this day would never come. Actually, no, that's not true at all. I knew this day would eventually come until I got to this boss fight. Then I thought it would never come. But now it did. We did it. Wait, let's go to our scrapbook. Have we ever actually done that in this playthrough? We've got crafts. Total collected. Ooh, 121 out of 121. And then here, 173 out of 173. Movies, 8 out of 8. Ooh, so we can see the Kamek Kerfuffle one. We can see the ending. Okay, so we can see all of these movies if we want. And we have all the Wait, there's only 20 songs in the game? Really? No way, really? I guess I thought there were more songs in the game. Okay. Well, we did it! We've 100% completed the game, except I'm gonna get that Amiibo costume, because why not? I'm gonna go grab the Amiibo, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have 2 Amiibo, just in case one of them doesn't work. It's like a Link Amiibo, and then a Wolf Link Amiibo, I guess. I haven't really played the game with Wolf Link. I think that's like... I don't know, I actually don't remember which game that is. We need to play more Zelda games at some point, but first, ooh, we get the Amiibo box costume. Fun! And then anything else? But tap the other one? You already have the costume Amiibo box. And... yeah, okay. So, but we did it. We have an extra costume that technically doesn't count, but... anyway, what happens now if we go to the scrapbook and go to costumes? Well, let's say we have, like, 118 out of... oh, no, 174 out of 174. Where's the Amiibo box? Here. Was it 173 out of 173 before? Well, here. I guess we can check. This is 5. Okay, so yeah, it was 173 out of 173 before, and then they made it... okay, interesting. So I'm sure there are more costumes we could get if we had a different Amiibo, but I don't have a different Amiibo, and I don't think that really counts as 100% completed game. But for now, we've done it. We 100% complete Yoshi's Crafted World. Thank you all for watching this series. It has been so much fun. I would like to thank you all for, to everyone who has been watching. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I would definitely recommend you check them out because they've been a lot of fun. Here, let's change our costume while we're doing this, but this has been such a fun series, and it's sort of sad to see it go, but again, we're not done with Yoshi fun just yet. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have lots of extra. We have the Great King Bowser Kamek Rockefeller, and we'll do the Sundream Stone. I don't want to see Kamek ever again, I don't think, but I'm sure we will, because like I said, May 21st, new Yoshi game, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, comes out, so that's super exciting. Can't wait to play that on the channel. But in the meantime, if you haven't seen the rest of the series, I would really recommend you check out the other episodes. They've been a lot of fun. The playlist should be on the screen soon if you want to see them, or in the description. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider giving it a like and comment your thoughts in the comment section. What have you thought about this series? Are you excited for the new Yoshi game? And then, like, a month and a half? Maybe not a month. Less than 2 months. Are you excited? Let me know. But also, the playlist is on the screen right now if you want to see the past episodes and, you know, see the rest of the series, so I would highly recommend you checking it out. They've been a lot of fun. Also, please do consider subscribing to see more videos. If you got this far on the video and enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. It would help out the channel a lot. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell.